Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today I bring you part 2 of investigation missions. So we're going to show you a different kind of investigation mission that you can do. The first time was all about doing the find the lost person in a cave. This time, as you're going to see, we can actually find missing crew members from a ship that has crashed, and also the black box from a ship that has crashed. A lot of times you can find both of these missions at the same time, and it's going to be for the same exact ship. So just make sure you go in there, and it says, like in my case, it says crashed freelancer or wrecked freelancer. One thing you can do is you can select the missions and then track either one of them and see where they are in relation to each other. And if they're in the same spot or the same distance from you, you know it's going to be the same ship. So I would take both of these missions at the same time so you can maximize your profit for the time. So this ship just happens to be over in yellow. Now these missions can also happen in space as well as on the ground. I had all sorts of problems with the space-based mission trying to do it. I kept dying. I had invisible damage. So I would get over near the wrecked ship and start trying to find bodies or the black box, and then all of a sudden I'd start taking damage. And I died like 4 or 5 times trying to do the one in space. So I kind of lucked into finding one that was on the ground. I mean, it's not really that lucky. They do appear quite frequently as missions to do. But those are the ones I would choose to do over the ones in space until they can work out that particular bug. As you can see, I'm in my Pisces. I brought the Pisces because I need a ship that can transport a black box, a box. So I highly recommend that you guys, if you're going to do the investigation mission with the black box, that you have some sort of ship you can walk into and drop your box off. Now you can still do the crew mission, search and find the crew of the wrecked ship, without having that type of ship. Like if you have a Hornet or a Mustang, something like that, then you can still do one part of this investigation. You just will struggle to do the other part without, you wouldn't be able to get the black box. So make sure you have a ship that can do it if you're going to do both. Otherwise, just do one mission, and get half the money. I do dawdle a little bit and pick up some other things here in the ship and carry it into mine so that I can sell it later. Sometimes you can get profit for those. Sometimes it's more of a struggle than it's worth. So just to let you know that. So I already found the black box, and I've already found one body. So I'm going to go ahead and deliver the black box into my ship here. And you know it's the black box because it blinks annoyingly. That's right, that yellow blinking light. If you're looking at it for any kind of time, it's going to annoy the fire out of you. So I'm going to drop it off in there and move along to find the other bodies. And you have to search around a little bit. This ship happens to be in 3 pieces, spread out over like 100 meters or something, or even more than that. You see I found body number 2 in there. There's a package or box in there. There's no body though. So I must move on. And the other piece is way over here. It almost would have been quicker to get back in my ship and fly it over there. That's how far this piece is. I mean, you could expect that from a wreck on a planet, I would assume. Parts would break up like that over distance. It probably would be worse, but it's unfortunate for the crew of this ship. But in typical Star Citizen fashion, their loss is going to be my gain. So we found 3 out of 5 as I go through the cockpit here. There's a graphical glitch here as I get into the main seating area of the cockpit. With my light on, it does this weird graphic thing. With my light off, it doesn't. But I don't see any bodies in there, so I'm gonna move along. There's all sorts of packages on the ground. There's one right there. Must be the pilot. These are great little beginner missions. I'll only call them beginner missions because if you want to get UEC, this would be a great way to do it early in the game, especially if you don't have any starting UEC. And I'm just kind of looking around for bodies here. I don't figure there's any here, so I just wanted to make sure. Looks like a bad dust storm's coming in, so I kind of want to get this taken care of before my visibility goes to crap. But yeah, I would recommend this as a beginner mission for sure if you're low on UEC, or you just want to make some fairly quick and fairly risk-free UEC. I say fairly because, like I said, if you take the one in space, it could happen to you, happen to me. I mean, like I said, I took some invisible damage. I don't know what from. I'm sure it's just a glitch. There wasn't anybody around me, so it didn't make a lot of sense. Maybe there was space debris that was punching through my suit or something. I don't know. But yeah, the ground mission is, to me, a little easier to do. Makes more sense. You can meet PC players doing these missions, because sometimes they'll have a mission, or maybe they only took one mission, so you can only take one. So be mindful of that, and always close your doors when you get somewhere. Don't leave that back hatch open so that somebody can crawl into your ship and cause problems for you later on. So I always try to close that up as soon as I get out, because you don't want somebody hijacking you or your ship, or, you know, shooting you when you get into space or whatever. So always lock the ship. I know nobody's around me now, so I didn't lock the door. I know I'm running right over here real quick to grab another package. I said you can make some money off of some of these. I want to be honest with you right now. Don't grab them. It's not worth it. I mean, yeah, you may be low on UEC, but you're not going to make that much off of all those little bitty boxes. Your time's better spent just getting back to your port of call, get the mission completed, the black box mission, and go on to the next. These little bitty boxes really just aren't going to get you enough to justify the time spent collecting them, the possibility of a glitch, etc. right now. Which brings me to another point. Somebody on one of my comments, as you say, I glitched at the top of the ship there. Somebody in one of my comments had told me, why am I lying to you guys about the state of the game? They were unhappy with how this game is, and I can understand that. And I don't feel like I've lied to you at all. I try to tell you if it's glitchy. I personally still like the game, glitches and all, and I love the thought of the game, where it's supposed to be headed. And I think a bunch of you are on the same board there, or on the same page there, sorry. So don't ever feel like I'm lying to you guys, because I have no reason to lie to you guys. I'm not making anything off my videos yet, so there's nothing for me to be lying about. I'm going to tell you an honest, straight up answer about the game. If I feel like the game isn't going to make it, then I'm going to tell you guys. And you probably won't see my videos anymore if that's the case. But right now I like the game, and I like where it's headed, and I've got confidence that we're going to have something special before it's all over. So I'm going to speed the video up here so you don't have to see the flight back. I found all the bodies, so I completed one part of the mission, and we're going back to Port Olisar to complete the other part. Now this was tricky because you have to deliver it to this Covalex box, and I went to the wrong one, so I had to go to all 4 struts on Port Olisar before I found the correct one. So keep that in mind. If it doesn't go into the first one, the second one, the third one, it may be going into the 4th one. Okay? So guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate all you guys who've subscribed lately. I'm getting closer and closer to my first goal for this YouTube channel. which is 1,000 subscribers. Please help make that happen. Hit that notification icon so you know when I make these videos. Guys, I love you to death. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.